So yeah, gents, in this video I'm gonna be doing few pairs for you guys. I'm gonna start from top down analysis, from a bigger time frame, obviously all the way to the smaller time frame. And I really hope you guys will take a lot of value out of this video. If you are new to this video, consider subscribing because I'm gonna be dropping a lot of content that will help you in your forex career. And then yeah, man, if you're a returning subscriber, gents, thank you so much. And then don't forget to like, share the videos, leave your nugget in the comment section, and then do all that great stuff for the YouTube algorithm, gents. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's get straight to the video. Guys, as you guys can see from the chart, I'm looking at CHFJPY from a daily time frame. I like to analyze that thing from a daily time frame so that I can see the overall view of the market. So as you guys can see from a bigger time frame, price is in a very clean uptrend. We've been breaking highs, as you guys can see that. And then now we're just gonna focus on the recent high that was broken, which is this one here. We broke structure there. I just want to mark that out quickly for you guys. Sorry about that. This will be our break of structure, right? With that being said, gents, we had a very nice order block from H4 time frame, somewhere around those areas there. I'll just go back to those smaller time frame just to show you guys. Um, but then, as you guys can see, this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see price being corrective going into those order blocks. So as you guys can see, we had a very nice corrective nature. There, that was our first touch, second touch, third touch. And then we can easily see that from our data. So this was not a very hard trade, but unfortunately I was not involved in this one. If I was, you would be in massive profits. As you guys can see, I was gonna hold this all the way to the upside. So this is our daily time frame market breakdown. So we're just gonna move down to H4. So moving down to H4, we just want to understand a few things, right? So one thing that we need to understand is what was happening in the market for us to be able to take advantage, right? So with this one, gents, as you guys can see, we're just going to focus in this piece of price action that we have in here. We want to focus in this piece of price action. Why? Because the market was pushing to the downside to mitigate this order block. Obviously, if we were able to catch this one, it was going to be nice because our stop loss was going to be super tight, and then we should be in massive profits. So as you guys can see with this piece of price action here, price is being pushing to the downside, taking out lows. As you guys can see, we've been taking out lows. We took out this low, right? And then we took out this low again, which is this one here. We've been taking out lows, so that shows us that we were in a very clean downtrend. Then we took out this low again. So with that being said, we can see that this is a very clean downtrend. Price mitigated the order block, but then we should have had a very early entries because we knew that price was most probably going to react of this order block because of this pattern, right? We should have had an early entry somewhere around those areas, but then I was able to enter the market somewhere around these areas. Here I'll show you guys how I did enter the market. And then the setup was also sent to the team. So as you guys can see now, we had this imbalance that was created in the market. We know that eventually price will push back up to filling the imbalance, and then so that's the reason why we know that price will most probably get all the way to this area here, which will be our 90% rule, right? This will be our 90% rule. Remember, the 90% rule is where the pattern started. 90% of the time price will go back to those areas. So this is the area that we're going to be looking at to take our overall profits, but then remember we're still in an uptrend. Price can just take out the high and keep pushing and pushing to the upside, right? So with that being said, gents, with our entry, we're gonna be looking at what is happening. Price was pushing to the downside. This was the last high that the market printed, as you guys can see. Just want to mark it out. Price took out the last high, right? Price took out the last high. So this will be change of character. We know that after price taking out the high, the last high, we know that this will definitely be changing of character. And then by change of character, for those who do not know, we mean that the market is changing in character. Obviously, the market was pushing to the downside. Now we expect the market to start pushing to the upside. It was pushing to the downside, I mean, and then now because we took out the last high that was printed, we expect the market to start pushing to the upside. So with this setup, gents, I'm gonna be looking for this order block here, right? I'm gonna be looking at this order block that I got from H4 time frame, and then this is the area that I'm gonna be looking to take my trades from, because we changed character, identified our order block. We just wanna see price pushing back to those areas, and then that's the area that we're gonna be looking to take our profits to the upside. So as you guys can see, this order block is valid because we also have this imbalance. You can see that price after building up this order block quickly took off to the upside, showing that smart money was involved. So we just want to see price pushing back to those areas, giving us those nice patterns, and then obviously we're going to be looking to take advantage, right? We're going to be looking to take advantage, and then obviously our overall target will be somewhere around those areas there. And then should price pull back to these areas, we're going to be looking at this area for our first target, and then this will be our overall target. So this is my views on CHFJPY. It's looking really good. I'm going to be looking forward to this one going into the coming week, because I don't think it will be ready for this week, because it's already Friday. So we're going to be looking for something like 1:9, which is a very good risk to reward, or even more, depending on how price will get to those areas. We will be looking to capitalize. We will be looking to maximize profits, right? So this is my views on CHFJPY. I'm gonna go ahead and look at GBPUSD. GBPUSD is one of my favorite going into the coming week. Okay, let me just quickly explain. Okay, I took a trade on GBPUSD. I just want to take you guys through that. I took 2 trades before I start analyzing. I just want to take you guys through what's been happening. And then as you guys can see, I entered with a re-entry there, that I will also show you why I did that. So as you guys can see, let's focus in this piece of price action here. As you guys can see, price was pushing to the upside, breaking highs. As you guys can see, that this was the last low that was printed, and then price took it out. As you guys can see, I identified my area of interest. I sent this to my Instagram. I had 2 areas of interest, one of them this one, and then we also had that one as an area of interest, because you can see that smart money was involved, right? Even here you can see that smart money was involved. And then like I just like the way price went back to those order blocks, and then look at that, it gave us a very nice pattern that we used to enter this market, right? So as you guys can see, our order block, we got it from H4 time frame. And then with this one, gents, you need to understand your pairs. With this one, most of the time it compromises the order block. As you guys can see, price went a little bit above the order block. It happens a lot on GBPUSD. You need to understand. That's why it's important to backtest. So with this one, it went beyond, but then we knew, because it was CPI as well, we knew that price will eventually start pushing to the downside. And I sent this to the team, and I told them to enter the market right around those areas, and then their stop losses should be above the week, because I knew that GBPUSD was about to fall, right? I will explain why I saw this move later on. So as you guys can see, price started pushing to the downside. I got around 8% out of this trade, which is really, really good. And then just want to zoom in a bit so that I can show you more. So with the second entry, I got around 6%. So as you guys can see, price, if you can focus in this piece of price action for the second entry, I just want to explain how I got the second entry. So as you guys can see, price was pushing to the upside, series of higher highs and higher lows. So as you guys can see, we changed character, we broke structure. This was an uptrend, as you guys can see. This was the last low that the market printed, and then as you guys can see, the market took it out, right? So I just wanna zoom in a bit so that you guys can see. I should most probably move to H1 time frame to explain this better. Right, so with this one, this is the order block that I got from daily H1 time frame, right? So I'll also show you guys how I entered this trade. I'll also show you the screenshot that I actually did take both these trades, right? So as you guys can see, we changed character here, right? We changed character. And then after price change character, I got ready with my entries, right? I knew that price has to come back for this order block or this one here, because if you can check, even this one is even better because smart money was involved with this candle. You can see that this one was even better, but I knew this one will most probably play out as well. Why? Because I was guided by this pattern as well that we're having, this nice continuation pattern. So about that, let me just quickly mark that out. So as you guys can see, we have this nice pattern going into that. So this pattern influenced my entry on this, my second entry on this one. So this was the pattern. I was able to take this on the third touch, and then on the mitigation of the order block, and then price started pushing to the downside. So this was my GBP USD trade that I entered this week. So I'll also show you guys the screenshot so that you guys can see that I literally took this trade. And then let me just take everything out. I just want to analyze for you guys for the coming week. This one is looking really good for the coming week. Just gonna go ahead and start from a daily time frame. So as you guys can see from a daily time frame, let me just do this quickly. So as you guys can see from a daily time frame, price was pushing to the downside. If you can focus in this piece of price action, we've been breaking lows. As you guys can see, that this was a very clean downtrend, right? So now, as you guys can see, price started pushing to the upside. This is the last visible high that we have in the market, so we took it out. Obviously, this will be a nice change of character. Excuse me. This will be a very nice change of character, as you guys can see that. And then after that, price started creating this nice continuation pattern. That's the reason why I took outside, because I knew it had to give us the third touch, right? So this is the pattern that we're having. This being our first touch, second touch, we're anticipating the third touch. Then the third touch is in correlation with the 4 hours order block that we're having. I will drop down to H4 again to show you the order block that we're having. So as you guys can see, this is super clean. Very nice setup. I'm gonna be looking forward. I'm out of the trade already, but then I should be holding all the way till here, and then this is the area that I was gonna be looking to buy from. I just didn't want to be involved in those pullbacks and stuff, because obviously when price pushes to those order blocks, it tends to those third touch and order blocks, it tends to have a lot, just to create those nice reversal patterns and stuff, right? So I didn't want to be involved in that. So that's the daily time frame view. And then obviously moving down to H4, just to show you guys the order block that we're having on this one. Just gonna zoom out a bit so that you guys can see, right? So with this one, it's very clean. We're just gonna be looking to see how price will get to that third touch. And then we also have this order block here from H4 time frame. It is not too visible, but then this is the order block that is likely to play out. This one here. So as you guys can see, we're anticipating the last touch and then the mitigation of the order block. Depending on how price will get there, we're gonna be looking to take it to the upside. So I saw some of my students having something like this as their pattern, but then this pattern is yet to develop. As you guys can see, we are far away from getting into that area, unless if price will just react off this something like this, and then we're going to have this pushing back up, maybe somewhere around those areas, coming back down to mitigate that order block, and then that's when we can have this pushing all the way to the upside. This is looking really good. I'm looking forward to GBPUSD going into next week, because I don't think it will play out this week, gents. Should price pull back, let's say for now, looking at this, we broke structure here, right? we broke structure there. So let's say price decide to pull back to the to those areas. Let me just grab this quickly, right? Let's say price pushes back to those areas. Depending on how price will push back there, then we're going to be looking to take it further to the downside, because we broke structure. We have an order block somewhere around those areas. So with this one, we're going to be looking to see if price is going to push back up or to the downside. You should prepare for both moves. Actually, you should prepare for both moves. Should price push back to this area, giving us those nice patterns, obviously we're going to be looking to take this to the downside again, all the way till this order block, and then this is the area that we're going to be looking to sell from. So that was GBPUSD for you guys. And then I think I also have GBPNZD. Just quickly go to GBPNZD. So with this one, by the looks of things, it seems like it's gonna push to the upside some more. Now let's just go ahead and start from a daily time frame just to explain what's been happening. So with this one, gents, as you guys can see, price has been pushing to the downside. As you guys can see that this was the last, we took out the last low, which is this one here, and then the high was here, right? So with this one, this was the last high that we had after we took out this low, right? This was the last high that we had in the market. So this is a nice change of character, as you guys can see. Just gonna mark it out quickly. Change of character. So as you guys can see, price pulled back to these areas here, very corrective. It means we had an order block, which is this one here. I just want to mark it out quickly for you guys. This one here, right? I just want to zoom in a bit so that you guys can see. Let me just quickly zoom in a bit. So as you guys can see, this was the order block. There was huge, very big order block, as you guys can see. But then you guys already know that when the order block is too big, we're gonna use 50% of that. So I think 50% is around those areas, right? So now look at how price went to those areas. Very good, very corrective, giving us those nice reversal pattern. This is exactly what we're looking for, right? This is exactly what we're looking for. Our entry should have been there. We should be running in good profit. But then unfortunately, I was not involved in this one as well. So we're just gonna drop down to H4 time frame. So this one, the way it's moving is very corrective, very corrective, because as you guys can see, price was pushing to the downside. This is the last high that we had in the market. So I just want to see the market taking out this high for us to say now the market is in an uptrend, right? We just want to take out this high to say now the market is in an uptrend. For now, the market is still in a downtrend. This is a higher low that we have. So we just want to see the market taking it out for us to say now price is in an up. But then I'm very worried about how price is pushing to the upside, because it's very corrective. And then we have this order block up here. We can see price reacting off this order block because of the nature of how price is pushing, right? We have this H4 order block. It's too big. Obviously, we're just going to use 50% of that, right? So now this is what we're having as a pattern, right? Depending on how price will get there on a smaller time frame, right? This is the pattern that we're having. Should price get very corrective going into that, giving us those nice reversal patterns on smaller time frame, we're going to be looking to take this to the downside, right? Because of price is very corrective going into those areas. So this is how I see GBPNZD. We can have GBPNZD pushing up to these areas here, and then obviously we're gonna go down to a H1 15 minutes time frame to see if we're getting any nice reversal patterns, so that we can take this to the downside all the way, most probably till around these areas here. Because I don't see price pushing back down till this area here. But then yeah, price can push down to that, because as you guys can see. But then no, man, no. I'm sorry about that, gents. If you can check, this was the last high, right? This was the last high that we had in the market. So we have change of character. If you can check very nicely, because this is the last low, this is the last high, right? So this one here, we have a nice change of character, right? Very clear. I didn't see that. I'm sorry about that, gents. So now what can happen here, we should be in this trade. I didn't see that. We should be in this trade because we had this nice order block here. If you can check, very clear order block. Let me just zoom in a bit so that you guys can see. Right, so this is the order block that we had from H4 time frame. Price came back, tapped into that OB and started pushing. We should be involved in this trade. From here, stop loss should be down here, and then we should be running in good profits by now. But then we change character. We're just gonna be looking for price to take out the high, and then we will be having a nice break of structure, and then we're just gonna be looking for price to pull back to order blocks. We're just gonna be waiting for something like this. Let's say price pushes be above the structure, pulls back, very corrective, find an order block, maybe this one here, and start pushing to the upside. So this is the area that we're gonna be looking to buy from, this order block here. But only if price will take out the high. Should price take out the high, pulls back into this, very corrective, coming into the order block, this is exactly where we're going to be looking to take this to the upside. So this one is looking really good. GBPNZD as well, we're looking forward to this one. Most probably will play out late next week. We're just going to be very patient with this one, gents. The other one that I have is AUDCHF. Let's quickly go to AUDCHF. So we're just gonna start from a bigger time frame, right? So with this one, gents, as you guys can see, this was pushing to the downside. As you guys can see that we've been breaking lows, right? And then now we broke the last low, which is this one here, and then we had the last high, which is this one up here. I just want to mark it quickly. This is the last high that we had, so it means we changed character, obviously. So with that being said, price after changing character left us this nice order block from a daily time frame. I think it's even visible on H4. Left this nice order block, came back, reacted of that order block, started pushing to the upside. We broke structure here. Just gonna go down to H4 so that we can see everything clearly. So we broke that structure up there, which is this one here. Just quickly gonna mark that out. Okay, so this will be our break of structure. Just gonna mark that out. Okay, we have a very nice break of structure. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for nice order blocks, which is this one here from H4 time frame, as you guys can see. Right, so obviously this order block, it's been mitigated. We should be into this trade, but then we want to be sure that this order block will play out. We want to make sure by using patterns, right? So far from H4 time frame, I don't see any pattern, so I'm gonna move down to H1. So from H1 time frame, as you guys can see, we don't have anything right so far. But then we can see that price is most probably starting to build something for us. Can use this as a first touch. Let me just go ahead and mark that. And then we have a first touch, second touch. We're anticipating the last touch, and then we're gonna be looking to buy, right? So we have something like this on top. Okay, we have something like that, right? So we just want to see if price is going to build a very nice pattern for us, so that we can enter this market. So with this one, it's almost ready. We can enter maybe late today or even early next week, and then we can look for those nice opportunities to the upside. This is looking really clean, so I'm going to be looking forward to this one. AUDCHF. I hope you guys will be able to catch it. So yeah, gents, those are the pairs that I have for you, and then obviously I'm gonna do the Sunday market breakdown for you, gents. So yeah, gents, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys took a lot of value out of this video, and I really hope you enjoyed the video, gents. If you have any question, feel free to leave your question in the comment section. I'll make time to get back to those questions. And then if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, because we provide a lot of value out of this channel. Don't forget to like the video, share, comment down below your nuggets, everything that you want to know, or whatever that you enjoyed. Just leave it down in the comment section. And then yeah, man, we really appreciate your time. And then thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Always, gents.